In the dimly lit, rural town of Dunwich, a sense of unease settled over the residents like a shroud, as if the very presence of Wilbur Whateley was a harbinger of doom. His growth, both physically and intellectually, was a phenomenon that defied explanation, a twisted mockery of nature's laws. As the years passed, Wilbur's frame expanded with an unnatural rapidity, his limbs lengthening, his torso thickening until he became a towering figure, a behemoth of a boy with an unwholesome, unnatural strength. His face, too, underwent a transformation, the features sharpening, the eyes gleaming with an otherworldly intelligence, as if the very essence of the cosmos had been distilled within his gaze. The townsfolk would whisper among themselves, awed and terrified by the boy's precocious development, his intellect blossoming like a dark, malignant flower. Wilbur's mind was a sponge, absorbing knowledge with an insatiable hunger, devouring texts on mathematics, astronomy, and the forbidden arts with an ease that belied his tender years. As he delved deeper into the mysteries of the occult, Wilbur's fascination with the dark, arcane sciences grew, until he became obsessed with the study of forbidden knowledge. He would spend hours poring over dusty, leather-bound tomes, seeking out obscure, forgotten rituals and practicing spells in hushed, whispered tones. The local scholars, men of learning and reason, were both drawn to and repelled by Wilbur's intellect, sensing the darkness that lurked beneath his words, the malevolent intent that seethed beneath his surface. Dr. Henry Armitage, the librarian at Miskatonic University, would often receive visits from Wilbur, who would arrive unannounced, his eyes aglow with an unnatural intensity as he sought out rare, esoteric texts. Armitage, a man of discerning taste and learning, was both fascinated and disturbed by Wilbur's thirst for knowledge, his unwholesome, almost vampiric hunger for the secrets of the cosmos. He would watch, a mixture of awe and trepidation, as Wilbur devoured page after page of forbidden lore, his mind absorbing the dark, eldritch secrets with an ease that seemed almost supernatural. As the months passed, Wilbur's interactions with the local scholars became increasingly strained, his words laced with a subtle, venomous intent, as if he sought to draw them into his dark, twisted world. He would speak of ancient, forgotten deities, of elder gods who slumbered, waiting for the stars to align and the gates of reality to be flung open. His voice would drop to a whisper, his eyes glinting with an otherworldly light as he spoke of the Necronomicon, the cursed, blasphemous text that held the secrets of the old ones. The scholars, men of reason and science, would listen, entranced, as Wilbur wove a web of dark, hypnotic words, drawing them into a realm of madness and terror. They would leave his presence, shaken, their minds reeling with the implications of his words, the horrors that lurked beyond the veil of reality. And yet they would return, drawn by some morbid fascination, some twisted desire to gaze into the abyss, to confront the darkness that lurked within Wilbur's eyes. As the seasons passed, Wilbur's malevolence grew, his presence a dark, palpable thing, a cancer that spread its roots, infecting all it touched. The townsfolk would whisper of strange, unexplained occurrences, of livestock found mutilated, of crops withering and dying, as if some dark, malignant force had been unleashed upon the land. And at the center of it all, Wilbur stood, a monolith of darkness, his eyes aglow with an otherworldly power, his mind afire with an insatiable hunger for forbidden knowledge. The wind would howl through the streets of Dunwich, a mournful, keening sound, as if the very fabric of reality was beginning to unravel, as if the gates of madness were slowly, inexorably being flung open. And in the midst of it all, Wilbur Whateley stood, a towering figure, a monstrous, eldritch thing, his presence a harbinger of doom, a reminder that some secrets were meant to remain forever hidden, some knowledge too terrible to be unleashed upon the world. The darkness that lurked within him, a darkness that grew with each passing day, would eventually consume them all, plunging the town of Dunwich into an abyss of horror, a living nightmare from which there would be no escape.